Okay, everybody, so I have a request for a homework problem. So from section 2.5, number 3, I have this problem where, where we're trying to kind of in a way discover basically how many of each type of sandwich can we have where we use up all of the packages of the buns, the patties, and the slices, okay? So I usually try to take this question step by step, all right? So first things first. So within just the first paragraph, I noticed that, hey, so they stated that for a hamburger, I can have one beef patty, right? Let me move that a little closer. I have one beef patty, one bun, okay? So then for a cheeseburger, all right, it says, okay, well, you can have one beef patty, and you need one bun, but you also need 2 cheeses. Oh, excuse me, not even 2 cheeses. Wow, 1 cheese. So you need 1 cheese slice, okay? Now for a double cheeseburger, right? For a double cheeseburger, you need 2 beef patties, 1 bun, and you need 2 slices of cheese, okay? So that's just from the first paragraph. So then another piece of information that we have, okay, so more info, is that they stated, okay, so hamburger patties, 1 pack, right? 1 pack gets us, the patties gets us 12. We also said for hamburger buns, 1 pack gets us 8. And then cheese slices, 1 pack gives us 24, okay? And so they're saying, all right, so looking at the second paragraph, they're saying, okay, so this family's in charge of providing burgers for the block party. And so just FYI, they purchased 12 pack of buns, 10 packs of hamburger patties, and 3 packs of cheese slices, okay? So let's think about this. Let's think about what they have in total, okay? So in total, what they have, all right? So how many number of buns they have? So they have 12 packs, right? 8 buns each, okay? That will get us a total of 96, right? For the patties, or I'm gonna keep it the way I've been doing it. So for the beef patties, okay? So they bought 10 packs, right? They bought 10 packs and they have 12 patties each. Alrighty, so then that gives us a total of 120. And then lastly, for the cheese, the amount of cheese that they have. So they bought 3 packs with 24 slices each, which will then give us a total of 72 slices of cheese. All right, and so now with that being said, we have all this piece of information. So you're probably still wondering, how do we set this up, right? How do we set up this combination? So what I want to do is I want to define some variables. So let's say X represents the number of hamburgers, because we're trying to see how many hamburgers can we make, right? And then also how many double cheeseburgers can we make where we're left with nothing. So then let's say we have Y represent the number of cheeseburgers, and let's say Z represents the number of double cheeseburgers, okay? All right. So this is what we have so far. So now let me flip my page over just a second, all right? So with that being said, let's set up the linear equations. Okay, so set up the linear equations. One thing we know so far, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, okay, I'm going to take this piece of information that we have, because this actually helped me out, really kind of set up this situation. Okay, and give me just a second. I kind of messed up in what I was doing. Okay, see if we transfer it over. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this right here on the side, okay? So how are we setting this up, okay? So with that being said, so remember, we have a total, right? We have a total of 96, okay? 96 buns, okay? We have a total of 120 patties. Alrighty, and then we have 72 slices of cheese, okay? Now for each one, okay, for each one, remember I let X represent for hamburgers, I let Y represent for cheeseburgers, I let Z be the variable that represents double cheeseburgers, okay? So for each one of these, we're basically trying to set up a system of linear equations where we can equal out however many buns, beefs, and cheeses we need for each of these. For meaning each of these, when I say that, I mean for hamburger, cheeseburgers, double cheeseburgers, okay? So for the buns, hamburger only needs one bun, right? So I'm gonna put X here. For cheeseburgers only need one bun, okay? So I'm just gonna put a Y. Alrighty, and then for double cheeseburgers, I only need one bun as well. So if you're wondering what I'm kind of doing, I'm just focusing a little bit in right here, okay? I'm making a system of linear equation for the buns. Now, when I do it for the patties, I'm focusing a little bit more right here, right? Okay, so because of that, with the patties, okay, so burger, I only need one beef patty, right? So I'm gonna put an X again. For the cheeseburger, I only need one patty. But for the double cheeseburgers, I need two. Okay? So think about it. So take a step back for just a second. So you're thinking about it like this. So I'm just focusing on the beef patties, right? We need to make hamburger, cheeseburgers, and double cheeseburgers. So this linear equation is telling us, okay, so how many cheeseburgers can I make if cheeseburgers only need one patty? One patty. How many hamburgers can we make if we only have one patty? And how many double cheeseburgers can we have who require two patties, right? So now with this being said, let's do cheese. Okay, so notice for the hamburger, I don't need any cheese slices, right? So I can put 0x or put 0, but I'm going to put 0 to represent that, okay? And now for for a cheeseburger, I do at least need one slice of cheese. For a double cheeseburger, I need 2 slices of cheese, okay? So now I have 3 linear equations, okay? So I set up my system of linear equations, right? And now, because in this section 2.5, we've learned that using our graphing calculators and being able to set up matrices, we are able to figure out the point of intersection, right? And when I say find out the point of intersection, meaning what value of X, Y, and Z, okay, will make all 3 of these equations equivalent, okay? So Or if you're also thinking about it, we're trying to think about, let's say if we were to draw it graphically, these are 3 linear equations. So they could all go like this, right? And we're just trying to figure out its point of intersection, okay? When do all 3 of them share the same value of x, y, and z? Okay? So now let's set up the matrix C. Okay? So we're going to have 1, 1, 1, 96, 1, 1, 2, all right, 120, and then we'll have 0, 1, 2. Remember, you are just inputting the coefficients to the variables, okay? And then when we use our calculator and do the row echelon form, okay, we will end up getting 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And we will have respectfully, right, our x, y, and z values, which for us, we're going to get 48, 24, 24. Remember, I'm doing a problem with specific values, so your problem may not have the same exact values, right, as me. But this is the same setup. So x would equal 48, y will equal 24, and z will equal 24. And now more respectively, what do these variables represent? Or even also, what do the numerical values represent? 48 represents the amount of buns we're gonna use, okay? Y represents the number of patties we'll use out of the total. And then Z represents the amount of cheese slices. Okay? And we're done.